It's a mighty good word. Party fool gets your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high. Although I don't know who's counting, keeping track, or what measurement devices they're using these days. It's Mars's day, Tuesday, March 5th. A little later in the afternoon where I'm at. I'm very grateful to have you here. Very honored to read for you. Thank you so much, collective. This is a spiritual, spirit guided message. So I'm still kind of like obviously testing new things out because I channel in many different ways. A lot comes through meditation. Sometimes I'm scrying or writing or that automatic kind of drawing. But anyway, thank you for coming along for the wild ride. It's full in effect Pisces season. Mercury and Neptune and the Sun are all stacked in Pisces alongside Saturn, and Mars, Venus, and Pluto are all in Aquarius. The moon's currently in Capricorn. Mars has also recently met with Chiron. It's almost all the planets are like meeting up with each other. Mercury's definitely talking to everyone. Anyway, collective. I'm just going to go ahead and just kick into our magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, and queens. This is your highest royal court. I'm your effervescent mercurial jester with your divine messages for your spiritual exaltation and your human evolution. I was guided to do a quick meditation with the Isis Oracle from Alana Fairchild. I have here the leading card, the Divine Guardian, Protection of the Winged Mother. This one has recently come up in the last few months. I believe both of these cards, the Lunar Queen, she of the Celestial Crescent, and the Brother in Darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. So we have those two clarifiers or add-ons or kind of being built in, with the new moon in Pisces approaching. It marks the onslaught of the eclipse season. So especially if you are Piscean, right, Virgoan, and Libra or Aries, you're in the mix of all of that. You're definitely feeling it, sensing it, physically, physiologically, mentally. Also, a lot of the fixed signs, so especially Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and I mean, yes, all the fixed signs, including Leo, like all of them are getting kind of a bit of a swift kick. And it's not like that fixed signs remain dormant. It's not that you're a fixed sign, you remain dormant. It's that you alchemize, your fire works differently. But it's kind of like we're almost all being lit with this internal fire akin to Kundalini awakening. It is more a worldwide global mass awakening. I'm not really here to like talk about that. I'm more interested or involved in the message of we're all going through this, and it's not necessarily an upgrade. It's a reconfiguration of the system. It's like a whole new computer. So all our values are being kind of flushed or flushed out, and we're having to take a hard look. By hard, I mean something in the physical environment, something in the reality, in the three-dimensional environment is either being withheld, or it feels very constricting, or you don't have it at all. And it's in that severity it's in that harshness that the zodiac, the weather, the astrology becomes a servant to us. And what that means is a part of the astrology, part of the planet's servitude and service and duty for humanity is not to coddle us, but to embrace us in this reality and beg us to find true meaning in our own path and true essence in our values. So your values are changing, your focus is changing. Right now, it may feel like you have no focus. It may feel like there's no where to place your decision. Like there's no way to even make a decision because there are too many options or not enough options, or you just don't care about the options, or you're frozen or you're numb. Obviously, if it's a severity, or if it's a severe moment in time for you, like a hard freeze, then yeah, please seek the rightful help. But if it's something where you are able to still sense and feel that you are actually in the midst of again, I have to go back to the message of lying dormant, where this fire, this feminine fire, has been lying dormant within you. It has actually been accumulating and culminating so that it can drive away a lot of what misguides us. A lot of the directions, a lot of the options that we've come to were based on old values. And in this mix of re-establishing real order within ourselves, defined by true values that are like they satisfy the collective, and they also satisfy the independent spirit, the creative spirit. It's this platform that we're building now, okay? And so if you can keep that as a focus, or that as your drive, you can actually follow through and move through. But it's not necessarily about honoring the harshness, or that the planets are even at in duty to serve us, to serve us, right? To service us and to serve us. It's that this is like the grander spirit, right? Like, forget. It's almost like, yes, we are capable of receiving help and support in the dimensional world, but now we're actually really enlightened, and our spiritual third eye is so blasted wide open that we're able to just really see how there are other forces. So ancestral spiritual guides linger. There are so many. Everyone that I talk to, I'm talking to your great grandparents, or like your great grandma, or your grandma is here. Like there's like this omnipresence of spiritual guides, ancestors. It's just this planetary kind of involvement, and it really is meant to show you how you're manifesting now, where you were manifesting based on values that regard the production, the collective drive. Now it's reassessing and realigning values for collective, creative spirit and individual alignment with spirit. Okay, so this is that Aquarian Piscean wash in the midst of driving away all these forces away from the body. So there's a need for you to relinquish this desire to sit with one option, this tendency to get driven mad by moving from option to option, even if you have a lot right now, or if you're on the opposite end where you feel that you lack, if you can realize that it's not what you have or what you don't have in this timing, in this period, it is all of that is driving you to spiritually like condense before you really expand. But you also must determine how far you can expand. I'm just going to go ahead and... Yes, I do ring the bell. Warning, you've been warned. I don't want to ring it too much or too loud. Y'all, what's good? I hope the messages resonate or even make some sort of sense. It really is like we are, like, no matter how much you were in operation with intuition, well, now there's a mix. It's like all the intelligence that you've been blessed with and all the experience that also heightens your intelligence. All of that needs to be combined with your intuition. And so it doesn't really matter which side you're coming from, whether you're just used to working with making decisions based on your pragmatic intellectual approach, or whether you're highly driven by intuitive and sensation, like determining your will and your order through sensation and intuition. Now it's really obvious that both are needed as we establish newer paths. It does have a whole like neurological I think some of the astrologers and oracles that I listen to have likened it to this reestablishment of neurological pathways. And it really is about the connection of your body with your mind and with the soul. So I'm getting a lot of Three of Pentacles, psychic healing, the moon, and Uranus. Or I'm sorry, Neptune. Thank you so much, guys. Nice to see you overall. Mercury, spirit, that's a highest slide. Ancient ancestors, hopeful ancestors, wise ancestors, sage ancestors. So I have skull cap. I have Pluto and Saturn with the Scorpio card here. Stillness, card number 47. So number 11, right? And then we have 1. So 111 may be significant to you. The number 1, the master number 11. Okay, working with ascended masters. It's really this. So this is that level up. You can consider it again like you're trying to move beyond the wheel of fortune. You're trying to move beyond the world in terms of where your mind sits. You want to clarify that you are already in transition and that you are already moving into this new reality. And so you're not meant to really sit with all the options, and you're not really meant to choose the option. It's really this feeling, this sensation, this timing right now is meant to allude to you how much work you need to do to establish your intuition, or to clarify in your mind for your intelligence to work for you and for the collective, for unconditional love, for the highest good. Okay, purity, number 1, the sun. The sun, yeah, the sun. So yes, like going through the fire with the Scorpion, internal reconfiguration of processes, and then intuiting that the path will be joyous, even though it's a little crazy out there, right? Yo, it's good. I think I'm going to read that message and then we'll throw some cards down, but I want to move that into the collective message, so I'll likely pause or end the video here and then move on to record the collective tarot message. And so I like this message from Spirit to remain as is, so I don't drag it out, right? Because I love to talk. Okay, herbs of the sun, calendula. Reversed. I want to read the reverse. And this is very much in alignment with the sun and the moon meeting at 21 degrees of Pisces for the new moon in 5 days on March 10th. Again, that marks the opening to the eclipse season. So if you're feeling the shift, if you're feeling that you need to move, then that's where you need to go, right? Like, it may sound like I'm watering it down. It may sound like I'm making the decision for you, but I'm honoring your intuition, your intuitive body, the intuitive body's connection to your spiritual will, your higher will, and your intelligence as you seek clarity and as you seek less to fall into traps of decision making, and as you seek less to know and understand, as you then flow, as you then allow your mind, your body, and your soul to flow, okay, even in the midst, even in the muck. Historically, calendula was known as poor man's saffron, as it was used to add color and flavor to foods in place of the more expensive spice. Calendula petals are also added to salads and used as a dye for fabric and hair. Okay, so finding different formats. This isn't permanent. You're not always going to be in a poor man's saffron vibration. It is the planet's duty to, regardless of how we feel or think about it, we may think that this is harsh. We may think what we're going through is harsh. The planets want you to move through it, okay? Knowing that you're reestablishing values. Okay, if you want what you want, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get there. Calendula resembles the sun, a radiant bright yellow or orange flower. It grows easily and spreads its joyful self across gardens, symbolizing the gesture of universal abundance. Solar herbs are those that neutralize poison and air in the recuperation of vital forces. Calendula's gentle and abundant power remind us of the realms of light. To be allowed entry within these angelic realms requires childlike innocence and humility. Don't allow pain from the past to disable your ability to dream a new life. Calendula represents the pure impulse to create, vitality and creativity needed to step into a new journey. You're ready, collective. We're going. We're like on our way. We got to keep moving, okay, with childlike awe and inspiration. Look at the sun card and look at that little child on that horse riding away, like in pure joy, like not bogged down by how many bills are left unpaid, right? Wow. Order. Calendula represents a pure impulse. Okay, the radiance of Calendula is a superconductor. Be very aware and selective with your intentions when using her energy within a ritual, as she greatly amplifies your intentions. Okay, that's why I say you're gonna get there. So right now, this really harsh timing, this fiery internal battle, this internal globe, this breakthrough. It's really attempting to tell you, do you want to continue to manifest in that same way of only wanting to value the end result, or will you actually manifest in joy and enjoy the path, the journey, as much as you want to enjoy the results, and as much money and abundance and love as you want? Can you actually enjoy getting to it, getting there, setting yourself up for success, and knowing that this is lasting and that it's not just another cycle? I honor you, and I honor your path, and I honor your decisions. Right now, maybe less decision making. more flow, more fun. I send you all the brightest, sunny, yellow, intense orange light to your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, okay? Please root into your Earth star and into the Earth star, into the Earth chakra as well, so that you remain grounded as you allow the flow. You got this, okay? I'll be back.